Cape Breton, Nova Scotia, a place of music, scenery, and a lot of holes in the ground. No, not the potholes, although there are a lot of those too. But today we're talking about coal and the mines that these minerals were taken from. For nearly 200 years, these mines powered homes, trains, factories, and even wars. Today, the mines are abandoned, but their stories are still strong and alive in the communities that they've created. So coal, what is it? Basically just really old plants squished for millions of years until they turn into energy rocks. And Cape Breton, well, she was basically sitting on a mountain of the stuff. The French started digging coal around Louisbourg in the 1720s. They needed fuel for their fortress, cannons, and most importantly, heat to survive the Cape Breton winters. The French would go on to lose the fortress first in 1745, but hey, at least they were warm. Mining back in the day was pretty basic. You had a candle for light, a pickaxe, and exactly zero workplace safety regulations. If you didn't get seriously injured or killed from falling rocks, collapses, floods, fires, or explosions, you'd probably still get black lung from the coal dust. By the 1800s, coal was hot, literally, and financially. Cape Breton became one giant pit stop for anybody needing black rocks. Whole towns like Glace Bay, Sydney Mines, and New Waterford were mainly founded around mines. Entire families worked in the pits. Dad was underground mining, Mom sorted coal on the surface, kids who weren't old enough to mine themselves ran lunch pails. The family dog? They probably even had a position for him. Working conditions in the mines were not great, to say the least. Workers typically did 12-hour shifts in dark mines, under the constant risk of injury, and even death. Workers inside the mines would come out covered in coal dust, looking like a chimney sweep from a Dickens novel. Cape Breton's coal miners were tough, but not oblivious to these bad conditions and their mistreatment. The coal strike of 1922 saw miners fight wage reductions, poor living conditions in mining towns, and dangerous working conditions. The strike was tense at times. At one point, company police fired on strikers, killing a 38-year-old man named William Davis in New Waterford. But the miners showed remarkable tenacity, and in 1925, to end nearly 4 years of strike, new provincial policies were made protecting mine workers. These rights were eventually expanded to most workers in Nova Scotia in the Trade Union Act of 1937. In the 1900s, mining disasters were unfortunately common. Gas leaks, cave-ins, explosions, they were all a constant threat. The mines took a lot of lives over the years. From 1866 to 1987, 1,321 fatalities were recorded among the Cape Breton mines. Many disasters killed multiple family members in one day, each death taking a toll on a tight-knit community. In 1917, an explosion in a New Waterford mine killed 65. In 1938, a man rake, which is basically an elevator, fell down a shaft when its cable broke, resulting in 21 deaths and 61 injuries. In 1979, an explosion at a Glace Bay mine killed 12. In the later years of the 20th century, coal was no longer king. Oil, natural gas, and in later years, renewables pushed coal out. One by one, the mines began to close. The last underground mine on Cape Breton Island shut down in 2001. Today, most of the mines are sealed or left as ghostly ruins. The land has healed in many places, but the history still lies right beneath the surface. Coal shaped the identity of Cape Breton Island. From music to labor movements, stories, the mines are in the DNA of the island and the islanders. Still today, many of the families who live around the abandoned mines can trace their family trees back to someone who worked in them. And though the mines are closed, you can still explore their history. The Miners Museum in Glace Bay even lets you go underground with a retired miner. It's like a coal-themed field trip, minus all the danger. The abandoned coal mines of Cape Breton are quiet now, but their legacy is everywhere, and their stories still burn bright in the proud families of past miners. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe, or else you might trip on a piece of coal and fall into an abandoned mine.